Hi, I'm Chase from the Northumberland National Bank. We're a proud sponsor of Brighter Financial Futures. Their mission is to provide K through 12 students with economics, personal finance, career readiness, and entrepreneurship skills to set them up for their personal success in the future. Colby, under the leadership of his teacher, Mr. Stebila, recently took first place in the state in all divisions and first place in the high school division in the Brighter Financial Futures Early Fall Investment Challenge. So, Colby, tell me a little bit about the challenge.
Um, Honestly, it was pretty easy, but it was just like stocks, simulated stocks. Um, yeah, that's basically it. Just make money.
That's always the goal, right?
Yeah.
Was there any difficult part of the challenge for you?
The most difficult part I would say is just like finding the stock that like to invest in. Like that was the most time consuming, I would say. But once you find it, it's easy from there. Like you just have to watch it closely.
What kind of strategies did you use to pick your stock?
Finviz, the website, and then go into the I can't think of what it's called.
Screener?
Yeah, the screener, and then I sorted it like a bunch of different different categories. Less than $15, up 150%. My general rule of thumb was if it was up 150 that day, I'd wait till it leveled or it started to drop a little. Then that's when I shorted it. That's it. That's basically it.
Okay. And what was the easiest part of the challenge for you?
Making your money.
Do you have any tips or tricks for any students that might want to get involved for the challenge?
Yeah, definitely. Like you can't just throw your money into a stock and like let it sit, because that's what happened to me the first like week or two. I just kind of like played it like I didn't have any really idea what I was doing, and then when I started paying more attention to it and picking my stocks more carefully, that's when I started actually making money.
I can relate. When I was in high school and did the challenge, I had all my money in one stock and it just tanked.
Yeah.
It was not a good time. And do you feel that this challenge made you more prepared for real life in the future?
Definitely. When I turn 18, actually, I plan to start an account and start investing in the stock market.
Good for you. Mr. Stebila, what class do you teach this challenge in?
So every student at Selinsgrove High School has to take personal finance. Excuse me. And in personal finance, we make all the students in our one unit, our investing unit, participate in the stock market challenge.
Okay. And why is it important to implement this challenge into your curriculum?
So I think a lot of times students want to live in the here and now, and I'm going to work and I made $100 at work this week, and what am I going to spend that $100 on? I think a real challenge for us is to try to get students to look to the future, and somehow being able to use the stock challenge to be able to get Colby and other students like that to say, all right, let's take the $100 I made now and maybe look to see if I can try to make money at a rate quicker than what inflation is going, to be able to know that that $100 is going to be worth a little bit more in the future, because we know $100 isn't going to be worth $100 in the future.
Mm-hmm. And why is the financial literacy and entrepreneurship essential for students?
Well, Selinsgrove, I can't thank them enough with the direction that they've taken in making every student graduate with a personal finance class. It's a dedicated class. Where we cover everything. We just finished a unit on insurance, to banking, which Northumberland National Bank has been fantastic to work with, and being able to use all of those units from credit and borrowing money to try to prepare students for the future. Students are getting ready to either get out into the workforce or take one of the major steps in their life into determining whether or not they want to spend all this money to go to college. Trying to get them prepared to be able to say, yep, all right, I'm ready to make these financial decisions. And then just even when you get out of college or you get that job, just to live everyday life. I mean, the information that we're providing these students is just so everyday needed information.
Okay. And do you have any advice for students who are unsure if they would want to participate in the challenge?
Well, the nice part about our challenge at Selinsgrove is they don't have a choice. They're going to participate.
Oh,
Now,
so it's required.
It is required, yes. Which again, compliments to Selinsgrove and allowing us to be able to do that. Compliments for Northumberland National Bank for allowing us the resources to be able to do it. But one of the things sometimes that is difficult is even students who maybe listen. I wish I could say that the game was as successful for Colby as it is for everyone, but that's not the way it works. As you said,
Yeah,
trying to get students to be able to invest in the game, considering it's not real money in a a real fashion, is sometimes difficult. And when students lose that money up front, sometimes it's tough to keep them motivated because things didn't go as planned to start. But that's real life in investing. And trying to keep them interested and let them know that just because a stock might have taken a nosedive early doesn't mean that you can't recover. It takes a little bit of work and maybe even more work, because if you lose 5%, you probably got to earn 6, 7% to be able to get that money back. Sometimes it's a little bit of a challenge to keep them motivated, but it's certainly worth it in the long run.
I would say so. It definitely prepared me for the future
Good.
when I did it. And do you guys have any final thoughts for our viewers?
Colby?
No.
No, again, thank you to Northumberland National Bank. I really appreciate everything that they do to be able to allow the students at Selinsgrove to be able to really get the opportunity that they do have.
Absolutely. We're happy to help as much as we can to help everyone prepare for the future.
Great.
As a local community bank, we're proud to support financial literacy and entrepreneurship education and the students as they become strong financial community members.